Successful English Speakers Channel.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to everyone listening to this special episode. It's so great to have you with us today. We're going to be diving into a topic that is incredibly deep and important, something that I think every single person thinks about at some point in their life. We're talking about the journey of how to become the very best version of yourself. It's not a small question, and it doesn't have a simple, one-size-fits-all answer, but we want to explore it together in a way that is helpful and practical for your English learning journey and for your life.
Thank you for having me. This is a topic I'm truly passionate about. When people hear the best version of yourself, they often imagine a perfect person with no flaws, someone who never makes mistakes. But that's not it at all. The best version of you is not a perfect, finished product. It's a continuous evolution. It's about growth, alignment, and becoming more authentically you. It's about waking up each day and being a little bit better than you were yesterday, in the ways that matter most to you.
I love that distinction. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. So let's start at the very foundation. If someone is listening and they feel stuck or they don't even know where to begin this journey, what is the absolute first step they should take?
The foundational step, without which everything else is built on shaky ground, is self-awareness. This is the cornerstone. You cannot map a route to a destination if you don't know your current location. Self-awareness is about taking a deep, honest, and compassionate look inward. It's asking yourself powerful questions and being brave enough to listen to the answers. What are my core values? What do I truly believe in? What are my unique strengths and talents? And just as importantly, what are my weaknesses? What are the limiting beliefs that hold me back? What habits are no longer serving me? This process can be uncomfortable, but it is so necessary. It's like cleaning out a closet. You have to see everything you have, the good and the bad, before you can decide what to keep and what to let go of.
That's a powerful analogy. So we've done this internal audit. We have a better understanding of who we are today. The next step for many people is to set goals. But goal setting can be tricky. How should we approach it to make sure we're setting ourselves up for success and not for disappointment?
This is a critical point. The mistake so many people make is they set huge, vague goals that feel inspiring for a moment, but quickly become overwhelming. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I want to be fit. These are wonderful desires, but they are not actionable goals. The key is to break down the grand vision of your best self into tiny, manageable, and incredibly specific steps. Instead of I want to be fit, the goal becomes, I will go for a 20-minute walk every day after lunch. Instead of I want to learn English, it becomes, I will listen to this English podcast for 15 minutes each day and write down 5 new words. This concept of small, consistent actions is everything. It's not about massive, explosive effort once in a while. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Those small drops of water over time, will fill a very large bucket.
The power of consistency. But what happens on the days when we fail, when we don't go for that walk or we skip our English lesson? How do we deal with the inevitable setbacks without giving up entirely?
This is where most journeys end, and it's why self-compassion is not a soft skill. It's an essential survival tool. The path to your best self is not a straight upward line. It is a spiral with ups and downs, successes and failures. When you stumble, and you will stumble, the voice in your head matters more than anything. If that voice is critical and punishing, saying, see, I knew you couldn't do it, you're a failure, you will want to quit. But if you can cultivate a voice of self-compassion, a voice that says, it's okay, you're human, you had a tough day, what can we learn from this? Let's just start again tomorrow. Then failure becomes a lesson, not a life sentence. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer your best friend.
That shift in internal dialogue is so crucial. Now, let's talk about our surroundings. We can have all the self-awareness and goals in the world, but if our environment is working against us, it's an uphill battle.
Absolutely. Your environment is invisible architecture. It shapes your behavior constantly, often without you even realizing it. You must become the designer of your environment. This happens on two levels. First, the physical environment. If you want to read more, put a book on your bedside table. If you want to eat healthier, make sure the healthy food is visible and easy to reach in your kitchen. If you want to waste less time on your phone, charge it in another room at night. Second, and perhaps even more importantly, is your social environment. The 5 people you spend the most time with have an enormous influence on you. Are you surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, who inspire you, who believe in your dreams? Or are you surrounded by people who drain your energy, who are negative, who mock your ambitions? You have to be intentional about building a circle of support. You cannot become your best self in a toxic environment.
Designing your environment for success. I think that's a step many people overlook. Now, another key element is the concept of continuous learning. The world is always changing, and so are we.
Without a doubt, the best version of yourself is a curious and adaptable learner. This means adopting a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities are not fixed, but can be developed through dedication and hard work. Make learning a daily habit. It doesn't have to be formal. Read books that challenge your perspective. Watch documentaries. Take an online course on a topic completely unrelated to your job. Listen to educational podcasts. Learn a few words of a new language. Travel, if you can, even if it's just to a new neighborhood in your city. Every new piece of knowledge, every new skill, every new experience literally creates new neural pathways in your brain. It makes you a more interesting, resilient, and capable person.
And of course, we can't talk about being our best self without talking about physical health. The mind and body are one interconnected system.
They are inseparable. It is a fantasy to think you can have peak mental and emotional performance if you are neglecting your physical vessel. This, again, is not about becoming an Olympic athlete. It's about consistent, loving care for your body. Prioritize sleep. It is the foundation of mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical health. Move your body in ways you enjoy. Find a form of exercise that doesn't feel like punishment, whether it's dancing, hiking, swimming, or yoga. Feed your body nutritious food that gives you energy rather than draining it. When you treat your body with respect, it gives you the energy, vitality, and confidence you need to pursue all your other goals.
Let's go even deeper. Beyond goals, environment, and health, many philosophical and spiritual traditions point to the importance of purpose and contribution.
This is the ultimate level of self-actualization. The journey to your best self eventually must transcend the self. It's about asking, how can I be of service? What is my unique gift to the world? This sense of purpose and contribution is what gives all the other efforts deep meaning. Your best self isn't just for you. It's about using your developed skills, your compassion, your knowledge to make a positive impact, however small, on the world around you. This could be through your work, through volunteering, through being a wonderful parent, through creating art, or simply through spreading kindness in your daily interactions. When you connect your personal growth to a purpose larger than yourself, you tap into a limitless source of motivation and fulfillment. You realize that becoming your best self is the greatest gift you can give to the world.
That is a truly beautiful and powerful way to frame it. Our personal journey is also a gift to others. So, to bring it all together for our listeners, the journey to your best self begins with deep self-awareness. It's fueled by setting small, consistent goals and practicing relentless self-compassion when you stumble. You must intentionally design a supportive environment, both physical and social. You must commit to being a lifelong learner, nurturing a curious mind. You must take care of your physical health because a healthy body supports a healthy mind. And finally, you must connect your growth to a sense of purpose and contribution, understanding that your best self is a gift to the world.
You've summarized it perfectly. It is a lifelong, challenging, and incredibly rewarding adventure. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories. And remember, the goal is not to reach some distant finish line, but to enjoy and learn from every single step of the journey.
Thank you so much for sharing these profound insights with us today. It has been an absolute pleasure.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you for having this important conversation.
And a huge thank you to you, our wonderful audience, for spending your time with us today. We know you have many choices, and we are so grateful you chose to learn English with us today. We truly hope this conversation has given you not just new vocabulary, but also new inspiration for your own life's path. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and be kind to yourself. Goodbye.